Hello and welcome to another video. Now I want to start off by saying a huge sorry that I haven't posted for a while. We've moved house and it's all been a bit manic, but I'm back now and looking forward to showing you some more crochet. So today with Christmas looming, I thought we would do this lovely chocolate orange cover. So these make ideal gifts for friends and family, or for teachers, teaching assistants, or even if you just fancy having a few chocolate oranges hidden in some Santa hats. So obviously you can use apples or bath bombs, anything really. You could even do a circular decoration. You don't have to have the chocolate orange in the middle, but to me that's a Brucey bonus. So anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to show you the pattern anyway, but if you wish to purchase the pattern, I'm going to be selling it on Etsy. But this really is a bit of a bonus video for you to do. So I work in UK terms. I do try and remember to tell you which the stitch is in the US terms, but I don't always remember, so I do apologise. We're going to be using a nice festive sparkly red and a sparkly white for the rim and the pom-pom, which you can see here. These are James Brett, the sparkle wool, which you can purchase online at, I think I had this from Wool Warehouse. So anyway, let's get going. We're going to start with the red first. So today we're going to be working with half trebles. Now if you don't know how to do this stitch, I will show you quickly while I'm doing this video, but I have done a video on how to do a half treble, so if you are stuck there is a video there for you. Okay, so to start this project you will need a crochet hook. I've got a 4mm hook here, but depending on how your tension is, you may need to size up or size down. I also have a stitch marker which I find helpful to keep track of my rows, a pair of little scissors, and also a darning needle to darn in your ends at the end. Okay, so let's get going. So first of all, I want to be starting in a magic circle. You can either do this or you can do a chain and chain into the first loop you made, but I prefer to do this method. So all I do for the magic circle is loop it around my hand, pick up the yarn from behind and hold it there with your hook. Okay, pull the yarn a bit tighter. The yarn's gone dancing off the edge of the table now, and then just do one chain to secure you on there. Right, so now you start your half treble. So to do a half treble, you do yarn over, underneath the yarn, round, pull through, round again, and pull through all three. And there's your first half treble. So to start this, I'm going to do 6 half trebles in this magic circle. So let's do another one. So there's 2 half trebles. I do crochet different to everyone else, but I've tried doing it other ways and I can't, so I'm not going to stress myself now. And there's your third one. And then you need to do a 4th one. Okay. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th one. And then your last one. Okay. So there is your 6 half double crochets. Now find your loose end and give it a little tug. So you're bringing the stitches together. Okay. Don't worry about pulling it too tightly at this point. We can go back and do that after the next stitch. So now what you want to do is insert your hook into that first half treble that you made. So push your hook through and then slip stitch it onto there. Okay, so now you can see you've got your little circle of 6 half double crochets. Okay, so chain 1, and now we're going to do an increase of 2 half double crochets in every single stitch around. So what an increase means is that you're actually doing 2 of the stitches in each chain space. So I'll go ahead and show you. So insert it into your first one. That can be a bit fiddly. Pull through and then pull through 2. Okay, so there's your first one. Now the next one needs to go into that same chain space. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. There's your 3 on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3 again. So you can see there you've got your first like cluster of half treble crochets. Now I don't usually do this for my purposes because I'm used to where I'll start and stop, but when you first start doing crochet, I do find it very helpful to put a stitch marker in your first stitch. So hook it on to that first half treble that you made and just close it up. And then you'll know when you come round that you're chaining into the correct space. You don't add or create more stitches. Okay, so another couple of half trebles. Okay, and you do this all the way round. So I'm going to probably speed this bit up because it's a bit boring, but let's show you a couple of slow half trebles again. So you've got, let's finish this one off and we'll go into the next cluster. Okay, that's it's a glittery bit sticking out. Okay, so yarn over your hook, and then you can see here this is your next chain space. So push it through, over, pull through all 3. Okay, and again yarn, hook in, yarn over, pull through and pull through all 3. So there you've got kind of like a half moon now. Okay, so yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so look, you're getting a bigger circle now, which is fantastic. Okay, so we're just going to finish this off and I'll meet you at the end. I think we're more or less at the end actually. So let's just double check. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. So we've got all of our stitches. So at this point you remove your stitch marker and then you pop your hook in and slip stitch into that one. Now we need to chain 1 again as we did in the first row. Now this row is a bit different to the one we've just done. For this row we need to put 1 half double crochet half treble crochet in the first stitch, and then in the next one we're going to use that increase half treble again. So we're going to put 2 half trebles in this next stitch. Okay, so the same again in the next one. I keep dropping my hook. So 1 half treble in this one, and then in the next stitch you need to increase. So remember that is 2 half trebles. Okay, so all the way round we do 1 half treble and then 2 half trebles. And I didn't put my stitch marker in, did I? Okay, so that's where we chained. Okay, so I will meet you round when I've got to the other side. Okay, so now I'm at the end of my row. Now you should have 18 stitches. So let's just count it just to double check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so we now slip stitch into your beginning chain and chain 1. Okay, so you're kind of getting to know what we do now. So in the next stitch we do 1 and another single half treble. So we're doing 2 half trebles and then 1 increase. So this time, instead of doing 1 increase, we're doing 2 half trebles and then an increase. What this allows you to do, if you look on this, is it allows the hat to get bigger at a very slight angle. Okay, so 2 half trebles, followed by a double. Okay, so two halves and then an increase. So you're doing 1, 2 and then an increase. So carry on round and I'll meet you back at my stitch marker. Okay, so there we are again. We're back to the beginning and now you will have 24 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so we slip stitch into this first one like so, and back we are again. So I think you get the gist now. I think I've inserted that wrong. I think we get the gist now. So in order to increase again, we're now going to chain 1 and then we're going to do 3 half double crochets, then you increase. Okay, so 1, 2, and then pop your stitch marker in your first one, and then the third, so you're doing 3 this time, and then your increase. So 1, 2, and then another 3. So 1, oops, 2, and 3. Okay, so you can see here you've got your double 1, 2, 3. You can see again where it's working, getting bigger, but gradually. So I'm going to carry on. So you need to remember it's 3 half trebles and then an increase, which is 2 half trebles in the same space. And I'll see you back at the stitch marker. Okay, so now you find yourself back at your stitch marker and you can see that it's growing nicely and starting to kind of form the kind of hat shape. Okay, so as we did before, slip stitch into your first space that you made in the previous round. Okay, so we did 3 half treble crochets, the last row, sorry, I do apologise. Now it's time to just do a row of half trebles. So chain 1, and all you need to do now is do a row of half trebles. So all the way round, do a row of half trebles. Just pop my stitch marker in. Okay, so all the way round, a row of half treble crochets. So it's really easy round this one. Okay, so we've found ourselves back to the beginning. Now we're going to do another 2 rows of half treble all round. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. So again, connect it up to the beginning and meet me back. So chain 1, sorry. And then again, just half trebles all the way around. So if you want to do that for 2 rows and then meet me back at the beginning. Okay, so we're back at the beginning, and remember we still need to do one more row of just the plain half trebles. So you can see now, look, your shape is beginning to form. Okay, it's like a half hat. Let's carry on. So one more row of half trebles. Oops. So chain one, and you start in, oops, excuse me, you start your next row. So if you carry on around, and then meet me back at the stitch marker. Okay, so now we've made it back to our stitch marker. Just get a drink, my voice has gone all croaky. Okay, so remove your stitch marker and slip stitch into that first stitch. So you can see now, sorry, put it the right way. You can see now that we're nearly there. Okay, so on this one here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Excuse me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got one more red row to do, and then we're going to go on to doing the peak. So in this row here, I want to start to decrease slightly, just because I want the hat to kind of cuddle the chocolate orange, if that makes sense. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll get you to do in this row, is to chain one again, and then I'm going to get you to half treble for 4. So half a treble. Excuse me. I'm going to pop the stitch marker in. So 4 half trebles. And then a half treble together. Excuse me. So to do this, you yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. So you've got 3 on the hook. Insert again, yarn over, pull through. So there's a 4 on the hook, and then yarn over and pull through all 4. So you can see there that you're kind of pulling this work together slightly. Okay, then continue into the next hole with another half treble. Okay, so you need 4 half trebles. And then we need that decrease again. So yarn over, insert, excuse me, yarn over, pull through, so you've got 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through, 4 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4. Okay, so again you can see that's pulling that in. Yarn over to do your next half treble. So we do 4 of these, remember. 2, 3, and 4. When I'm crocheting, I tend to do in my head kind of like 1, 2, 3 decrease, so or 4 decrease, so I know where I'm at, so I can just keep going over that in my head. So now you want to do your decrease, so yarn over, yarn over, hook in your stitch, yarn over again and pull through. You've got 4 on your hook, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, you've got your 4 on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 4. So you're going to continue to do this around the row, and I will meet you back at the stitch marker. So do that last decrease, and that brings you back to your stitch marker. Okay, and then chain onto your last or your first stitch. I'll just pop the stitch marker in at this point, and we're going to try it on the orange, see how it fits. Oops. I did forget to say that you can pull this tight, and I just tend to do a quick knot in the top here and then snip it off. And then pop it on the orange. Oops. So I think for this one we need to do another row of red, or maybe we could put the white on and do 2 rows of white, whereas this one I've done 1 row, but it's a bit baggier for this one, which is fine. But I think I'm going to swap over now to the white. So to do this, what I tend to do is you can change the colour yarn in any way that you prefer, but I just tend to pull my last stitch back, so where you chained, open that up again, then pop your hook into the one you've just pulled back, and then I tend to put my hook through as though I was gonna pull the slip stitch onto the back of this stitch here, but instead of pulling the red on, change it for the white, like so, and pull it through like that. And then you may not agree, but I just tend to snip my red, and then I like to just tie a little knot into the 2 ends that you've got loose, just to make sure they're secure. Again, that's just my personal preference and how I've always done it, and then weave in the ends later when you finish the white. Okay, bear with me. Okay, so now we've got the white attached, we can get rid of the red. So as with before, just hold your tails out of the way, and then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to just simply half treble with the white all the way around. I think we'll do 2 rows of this. So if you just simply half treble all the way around, and I will meet you back when you get to the beginning of your white. So now you can see that you're back to your white. So simply just, oops, oh my goodness me, simply just do your, oops, your next stitch into the one here, and then join with the slip stitch. Okay, and I'm going to do another row of the white because I think it will look nicer, a bit thicker than the one I've done over there, because that's one thing I wasn't happy about with it. So mind your tail ends, okay, and then you're just going to half treble into the chain spaces. Okay, so work your way round. Okay, so we're nearly back, well, we are back to the beginning. Okay, so to close this up now, you need to find your last stitch of the row and simply slip stitch. And before you detach your yarn, just check that the hat will fit the chocolate orange, which I think it will. I think this one's a bit tighter than the last one that I did. So just pop it on. Can't get it on now, but I think I prefer it a bit snugger. There you go. So let's just chop these. I wouldn't normally do this, but let's just finish this off. There's my loop. Loop stuck to the hat, I couldn't see it then. So just simply to finish off, just simply grab the yarn. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, see, we've dropped some stitches now. Where are we? Let's pick these stitches up. So redo these. And then attach your yarn again like I showed you. I should have finished it off first. So then to finish off your hat, leave one hoop on your hook, yarn over, pull through, snip off your yarn, and then pull that through. Right, so all of these ends you'll have to ignore because what you'll do is weave in them in at the end. But for today's purposes, I'm just going to quickly pop it on the chocolate orange to show you. Now we've completed it. So pop it on. It is, like I say, it's a bit of a, that's it, there you go. So you can see there, you've got your lovely little hat, and you could make a pom-pom for the top. I have made that one with this clover pom-pom maker, which I have got a video in my tutorials on how to use these, but you can use them, you can make pom-poms with the fork. That's what me and my daughter do. You just literally wrap it around the fork and then put your yarn through to tighten it up and trim it off. But I find these pom-pom makers do lovely little pom-poms like this that are perfect for your chocolate orange hats. I also last year did a green hat and a red finish, and that was lovely. It was like a little elf's hat with a red pom-pom, which I found was really nice as well. Like I said, these are really, really popular. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe if you like my videos, and thank you so much for watching. It's probably been a bit rusty, this one, because it's been a while since I last uploaded, but I will be uploading more regular now. I hope you're all keeping safe, and I hope you're all well, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.